Hey everyone, I am Iya Boris and welcome to our grammar adventure. Today we're going to explore the exciting world of language and learn how to speak and write like a pros. Get ready to unlock the secrets of grammar. So what is grammar? So grammar is the set of rules and principles that govern the structure and use of language. It helps us convey meaning clearly and accurately, whether we're speaking, writing, or reading. Grammar is traditionally subdivided into two different but interrelated areas of study, morphology and syntax. Let's start by looking at morphology, which is the study of the structure of words. Words are made up of smaller units called morphemes, which can be either free or bound. Free morphemes can stand alone as words, while bound morphemes must be attached to other morphemes to form words. For example, the word unhappy consists of two morphemes. Un, which is a bound morpheme that means not, and happy, which is a free morpheme that means please or content. So next, let's move on to syntax, which is the study of the structure of sentences. Sentences are made up of words and phrases that are arranged in a specific order to convey meaning. The basic structure of a sentence in English is subject, verb, and object. For example, the dog chased the cat. In this sentence, the dog is the subject, chased is the verb, and the cat is the object. However, sentences can also be more complex, with additional phrases and clauses. For example, the dog that chased the cat was brown. In this sentence, the dog that chased the cat is a complex noun phrase that functions as the subject of the sentence, and was brown is a verb phrase that functions as the predicate. By understanding the structure of sentences, we can better understand how to construct clear and effective sentences in our writing and communication. In this tutorial, we'll focus on two main branches of grammar, traditional grammar and universal grammar. Let's delve first into the world of traditional grammar.
Hello everyone, I am Maria Teresa Painagan. So now I'll be discussing traditional grammar. Traditional grammar is the foundation of understanding how languages work. The central assumption underpinning syntactic analysis in traditional grammar is that phrases and sentences are built up of a series of constituents, each of which belongs to a specific grammatical category and serves a specific grammatical function. Now that we've looked at the structure of words and sentences, let's talk about the different types of words that make up sentences. Traditionally, there are two types of words, the content words and function words. So let's talk about first the content words. So these are the words that carry the main semantic meaning in a sentence. They are the building blocks of communication as they give specific information about people, places, things, actions, qualities, and ideas. For example, dog, city, book, love, and happiness. Let's proceed to function words. Function words have a grammatical rather than a semantic role. They help to structure and connect the content words in a sentence. For example, in, on, at, to.
Hi everyone, my name is Shalini Manolo and now let's tackle about the grammatical categories. So first is nouns. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. They can be concrete, which is tangible objects, or abstract, which is the concept or theory. So the examples for person is teacher, doctor, and mother. For place is city, park, school, and for thing is book, car, computer, and for idea is love, freedom, and happiness. Now, let's have the interactive activity called noun sorting. And now I'll provide a collection of words and you sort them into nouns and non-nouns. So the words are apple, happiness, run, the, quickly, city, she, under, many, and is. So yes, correct. For the nouns, we have apple, happiness, and city. And for the non-nouns, we have run, the, quickly, she, under, many, and is. So now we will discuss the pronouns. Pronouns are words that take place of nouns to avoid repetition. They can refer to people, things, places, or ideas. So for example, for personal pronouns is I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So for possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. So for reflexive pronouns, we have myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, and ourselves, yourselves, themselves. And for relative pronouns, you have who, whom, whose, which, and that. So next is verbs. Verbs are words that express action states of being or occurrences. They can be main verbs or auxiliary verbs.
Hello everyone, my name is Ronnie Salivar, and our next topic for today is all about adverb. So what is adverb? Adverb are words that describe or modify verb, adjective, or other adverb. They give more information about how, when, where, or to what extent something is done. Example, manner adverbs. We have quickly, slowly, carefully, happily. Time adverbs, we have now, then, soon, later. Place adverbs, we have here, there, everywhere, nowhere. Degree adverbs, we have very, to, so, quite. Frequency adverb, we have always, often, sometimes, never. So now let's have this activity. The little girl ran quickly to the store. So where is the adverb there? So yes, the adverb is quickly. Next example, we have she very carefully picked up the fragile vase. Where is the adverb there? Yes, very good. The adverb there is carefully. Now, let's talk about preposition. Preposition words that show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other word in a sentence. They indicate location, direction, time, manner, or other relationship. For example, location, in, on, at, under, over, behind, in front of, direction, to, from, into, out of, towards, away from, time, at, on, in, before, during, after, since, manner, with, by, like, as, other, of, or, about, with, without. So now, let's talk about adjective. Adjective are words that describe or modify nouns or pronouns. They give more information about qualities, characteristic, or attribute of the nouns or pronoun they refer to. Example, we have beautiful, tall, happy, red.
Quantifiers are words that indicate the quantity or amount of something. They can be used with countable nouns, example, many, few, several, or uncountable nouns, example, much, little, some. Examples, countable quantifiers, many books, few students, several cars. Uncountable quantifiers, much water, little sugar, some milk. Let's have this activity. I will provide a list of nouns and quantifiers, and you will match the appropriate quantifier with each noun. Here are the nouns: books, water, students. Here are the quantifiers: many, much, a few. Very good. That's correct. Many is matched with books, much is matched with water, and a few is matched with students. Next is auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are verbs that are used with main verbs to form verb tenses, questions, negatives, and
passive voice. They include be, have, do, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, and must. Examples. Forming verb tenses. I am eating, he has gone, they will come. Forming questions. Do you like apples? Has she finished her work? Forming negatives. I don't know. He isn't here. They won't come. Forming passive voice. The book was written by him. The car is being repaired. Let's have this activity. I will provide sentences and you will identify the auxiliary verbs. She is singing. Yes, the auxiliary is is. They have gone. Yes, the auxiliary is have. Do you like it? Yes, the auxiliary is do. Next is complementizers. Complementizers are words that introduce a subordinate clause and show the relationship between the subordinate clause and the main clause. They include that, if, whether, because, since, as, although, though, while, when, where, and etc. Examples that I know that he is coming. In this sentence, that is a complementizer. It introduces the subordinate clause, he is coming, and shows that the information in this clause is the object of the verb know. The subordinate clause provides additional information about what the speaker knows. Next is I wonder if she will go. Here, if is the complementizer, it introduces the subordinate clause, she will go, and indicates the speaker is expressing uncertainty or doubt about whether the action in the subordinate clause will occur. The subordinate clause functions as the objects of the verb wonder.
Hi everyone, I am Lisa May Giloayan, and today I will be discussing about the grammar functions. First, subject. The subject is the doer of the action in a sentence, or the element about which something is being said. It is usually a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase. For example, the dog barked. Here, the dog is the subject performing the action of barking. Second example, she sings beautifully. She is the subject. Now, let's proceed to our activity. The cat and the dog played in the yard. So, can you guess what is the subject in the sentence? Okay, that's correct. The subject in the sentence is the cat and the dog. Next, my mother cooks delicious food. What is the subject in the sentence? Okay, that's right. The subject in the sentence is my mother. Next, the sun shines brightly. What is the subject in the sentence? Okay, excellent. The subject in the sentence is the sun. Second function, direct object. The direct object receives the action of the verb. It answers the question what or whom after the verb. For example, she ate an apple. The action of ate is being done to an apple. So an apple is the direct object. He saw his friend. His friend is the direct object of saw. Next function, subject complement. The subject complement follows a linking verb and renames or describes the subject. For example, she is a doctor. A doctor renames the subject she. Next example, the soup tastes delicious. Delicious describes the subject, the soup. Now let's proceed to our activity. Match the subject complement to the right subject. The subjects are the flower, he, the weather. The subject's complements are sunny, happy, and beautiful. So the flower subject with its subject complement beautiful. The subject he with its subject complement happy. And the subject weather with its subject. Fourth one is the object complement. An object complement follows a direct object and renames or describes it. For example, they elected him president. President renames the direct object him. Second example, she painted the wall blue. Blue describes the direct object, the wall.
Hi, good day everyone. I am Elizabeth Royo, and today I will discuss object of preposition. Object of preposition is a noun or pronoun that follows a preposition and forms a prepositional phrase. Examples: the book is on the table. The table is the object of preposition on. Another example: he walked through the park. The park is the object of preposition through. So next, let's proceed to a positive phrase. An appositive phrase renames or gives additional information about a noun or pronoun that is next to it. So here are the examples. My friend John is coming over. John is an appositive phrase that renames my friend. Another example, the city of Paris, the capital of France, is famous for its architecture. The capital of France is an appositive phrase for the city of Paris. Let's proceed with participial phrase. A participial phrase is a group of words that begins with the present or past participle and acts as an adjective modifying a noun or pronoun in the sentence. For example, the running boy is my brother. Running is the present participial and the running boy is a participial phrase modifying my brother.
Have you learned a lot from the traditional grammar? I hope so, because now we will delve into a new topic. Hello everyone, I am Blessed Jane Leones and I will explain the universal grammar. So, what is universal grammar? It is the idea that all languages share some fundamental rules. This means that even though languages sound different, they have common underlying principles that allow us to communicate effectively. Universal grammar is the theory that all humans are born with an innate knowledge of the basic principles of language structure, and this is called innateness hypothesis. According to this theory, children are able to learn languages so quickly and easily because they already have a built-in rules and principles of grammar. The innateness hypothesis has been supported by a number of studies in linguistics and psychology and it has important implications for our understanding of language acquisition and the nature of human language. Language faculty. The language faculty is the part of the brain that is responsible for language processing and acquisition. According to the innateness hypothesis, the language faculty is a specialized module of the brain that is dedicated to the acquisition and use of language. The language faculty is thought to contain a set of universal grammar principles that are shared by all languages, as well as a set of language-specific parameters that allow for variation between languages. Example, a child's ability to learn any human language with relative ease, regardless of the specific language they are exposed to. It's an evidence of the existence of language faculty. For instance, a child growing up in a Spanish-speaking environment will acquire Spanish, while a child in a Chinese-speaking environment will acquire Chinese.
Hi everyone, I am Dorothea Morsiviskaya and now let's proceed to our next topic, the locality principle. So when we say locality principle, it is one of the most important principles in the universal grammar. According to this principle, syntactic dependency are typically local, meaning they are formed between elements that are closer together in the sentence structure. I will be giving an example. So, for example, in the sentence, the dog that chased the cat was brown. So, in the sentence, the relative clause that chased the cat is formed between the noun the dog and the verb chased, which are close together in the sentence structure. So the locality principle has important implications for our understanding of the sentence structure and the way in which syntactic dependency are formed.
Hello, I am JVB Cabala and I will be discussing about the WH parameter. So what is the WH parameter? So the WH parameter is a language-specific parameter that determines the position of WH words such as who, what, where, when, why, and how in questions. So in some languages such as English, WH words are typically moved to the beginning of the sentence to form questions. In other languages such as Japanese, WH words are typically left in their original position in the sentence.
Hello everyone, my name is James Aguelo and I will be discussing the next topic which is the null subject parameter. The null subject parameter is a language specific parameter that determines whether or not a language allows for null subjects or subjects that are not explicitly expressed in the sentence. In some languages, such as Spanish and Italian, null subjects are allowed, while in other languages such as French and English, null subjects are not allowed.
Hello everyone, I am May Balaba. So today I will be discussing head position parameter. So what is head position parameter? So the head position parameter is a language specific parameter that determines the position of the head, the main word in a phrase. In some languages, such as English, the head is typically located at the beginning of the phrase. While in other languages, such as Japanese, the head is typically located at the end of the phrase. Now that we've covered the main concepts of traditional grammar and universal grammar, let's test your knowledge with some practice exercise. I'll present you with a series of multiple choice questions and you'll have a few seconds to choose the correct answer. Are you ready? Okay. Question number 1. Which of the following is a content word? A, the, B, and C, dog, D, O. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, dog. Content words have semantic meaning, and dog is a noun that refers to an animal. The and of are function words. So, number 2. In the sentence, she is running quickly. What part of speech is quickly? A. Verb. B. Adjective. C. Adverb. D. Noun. Okay, the correct answer is letter C. Adverb. So quickly modifies the verb running by telling how she is running. Okay, number 3. Which of the following is an example of a prepositional phrase? A. Under the table. B. Run fast. C. Big house. D. She sings. Okay, the correct answer is letter A. Under the table. A prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun. Under is the preposition and the table is the object of the preposition. Okay, number 4. The WH parameter determines the position of which types of words and questions. A. Nouns. B. Verbs. C. WH words. D. Adjectives. Okay, the correct answer is Letter C. So WH words, the WH parameter is related to the placement of question words like who, what, where, so on and so forth. So number 5. In the sentence, the book that I read was interesting. That I read is A. Noun phrase. B. Verb phrase. C. Relative clause. D. Prepositional phrase. Okay, the correct answer is letter C. Relative clause. That I read gives more information about the book.
In this tutorial, we've covered the main concepts of traditional grammar and universal grammar, including morphology, syntax, parts of speech, grammatical functions, the innateness hypothesis, the language faculty, the locality principle, the WH parameter, the null subject parameter, and the head position parameter. By understanding these concepts, you will be able to analyze and understand the structure of any language as well as communicate more effectively in work. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it informative and helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Good luck with your grammar studies, everyone.